Alright, here we go. This is a map that I've been working on this evening. Pretty exciting. Spawns aren't done yet, but in general, the basic layout of the map is done. Over here we have the red base. We have our DMRs, and concussion rifle, and sniper on a very long respawn, the sniper, but I think that it's going to help to exert a little bit of pressure on the map. It's the same thing over here for the blue base. We have our DMRs, our concussion rifle, and our sniper right here. In both cases, the snipers cannot shoot each other. In both cases, the sniper has difficulty maintaining control over rockets without moving from the initial spawn location of the sniper. Obviously, red can take the sniper and, move up the sides. Go over here. You'll notice that the center sight line is still blocking the snipers from directly fighting each other. And now, obviously, the sniper is a lot more strong over here. And you'll notice that blue can also do this, where blue can grab the sniper rifle. Once again, you'll notice that you cannot shoot up at that catwalk, and you head up this way. And now a sniper duel of sorts can happen right here, right? Which is important because you're dueling over the rocket launcher right here, as well as the shotgun, which is right here. I think the shotgun's in kind of a fun location because if you get it and you're pushing on the red side over here, you have some kind of fun locations where you can drop down on people and have some cover here. And if you're pushing on the blue side over here, obviously you have the tunnel that you can grab people at here. I think in both cases the shotgun has some pretty annoying areas once either side grabs it. But if you push too far out, obviously the shotgun is not too valuable over there. And again, over here, it's just like, who cares? You have a shotgun, you're just getting DMR'd, so that's fun. We have some one-way shields, which are not here in the kind of Slayer variants, where you're just kind of going around and doing stuff, but I am testing around. There's plasma grenades up here, right here, which we just picked up. But I am testing this idea of these one-way shields, so you can push into the center right here, but you can't push directly over into the enemy base. I have a cute little spiker room here. Spiker is not a particularly amazing weapon in this game, but it's fun to just throw that in there. Plasma pistol right here. We'll probably put like a health pack or something over there. Yeah, I really like this layout a lot. I think that there's a lot of fun stuff going on with it. There's also some man cannons and vehicles to increase your mobility back at home. So this man cannon obviously sends you up to the catwalk, very useful for the red team for pushing over this way. Controlling the ever-important catwalks up here. And then, similarly, blue team has the man cannon over here. You just jump into it, and it sends you past the sniper over to their needler location. Both sides, of course, have a needler. Red's is down here, blues is over there. It's kind of interesting because you can kind of see over to each needler spawn there, but not in a meaningful way where you're really going to be shooting across the map there accurately. It's just more using the needlers to contest this shotgun, which I think is kind of interesting. You both can fire needlers down the corridor, and as either side gets closer to the shotgun, obviously you're going to encounter problems. There's a couple of fusion coils on the map. Here are some pretty spicy ones. And then over here, of course, same kind of thing, right? Where if cars are going by this exact location, they get hit. I may move these fusion coils over here, but I do kind of like them out here. And then you have plasma coils up here. And of course, this is a very, very nice location to hold for either team, controlling a lot of the center of the map. So I figure these coils spawning there are going to keep things, rolling, keep things moving. Lots of fun little crouch jumps that you can do here throughout the map. We've got some fun aesthetics, I think, with the kind of consistent wall doubles that I'm using here. I think that these add a little bit of character to the map and help kind of break up the sight line. You can definitely tell, like, on this side, it's like, okay, right there, blue base, got it. You've got this big tower on the back end. And of course, the blue team can go up to their their multi-story tower here and fight from up top in the same way that the red team can do that as well and fight from here. You've got, again, catwalks on either side. I really like the asymmetry of this map, and I hope it works. It's meant to be a bit less super serious competitive and more fun vehicle map, but, you know, I think that there's enough serious stuff on this map that, you know, you could play some mildly serious games on it. If we jump into the Warthog here, you can see just how fun it is to get around on this map. There's a lot of really, really fun ramps for the Warthog to kind of jump around with, mess around with. I tried to make it so you really can go almost everywhere with the Warthog. Even so far as, like, back here, behind the blue base and stuff, you should be able to go to. And similarly, if you're driving in here, the one-way shields obviously make things a little bit challenging. But you can drive things through these buildings, which is cool. It's the same thing, like, over here, like, oh, there's a rocket shooting at us, you know. You can just send yourself in here, and then maybe flank it by going around this way. Which is cool. I like that. I like the opportunities for some silliness with the Warthogs, you know. There's some pretty important key jump spots over here that can save you a lot of time, but they slow you down just long enough on a map where there's DMR spawns, you know, needle rifle spawns and sniper spawns, where I think that there is some risk associated with that. You have one needle rifle spawn over here, and then you also have another needle rifle spawn over here, both you know, in areas where they would lead you to high ground to control this area. One is this kind of tower here, the other, of course, being this tower over here that gets you to this catwalk. But yeah, I think the Warthog is just a joy to use on this map. There's a lot of really cool paths that you can take. Oh, right, and I did forget to mention, but there is a grenade launcher right here. It is a little bit too close to my liking for the rocket launcher, but the fact that the rocket's on such a long spawn mean that the grenade launcher is going to be more commonly used, I think, as just a fire around vehicle, anti-vehicle weapon. Like I said, I need some more health packs. There are mongooses for kind of convenience if you end up, like, both bases are under the enemy control. You have a mongoose there and a mongoose there. You can kind of get around and do some silly stuff, I think, with that, which is cool. Yeah, just in general, though, I tried to keep things really, really open for the Warthogs and make it so you can kind of go almost anywhere that you want, so long as you're a good enough driver. Lots of variety to the way that you can traverse this map. Really like this little section here. I think that this is some fun little architecture. You can jump over this stuff. You can shoot over this stuff. You can't quite crouch low enough to not take damage from here, but it'll deflect some rounds, you know, theoretically, and cover you from this end. And it's interesting, too, because if you grab the sniper rifle as red, you can put yourself in kind of a really crappy position by jumping down here and immediately try to duel blue sniper. Blue sniper, you know, obviously similarly can just wait here for red to do that, but I don't think it's a very good play. Obviously, blue sniper really wants to take some other high ground, so you could, you know, go over this way. And now you're over here, and you could be shooting down that way. Obviously, best place for blue sniper is probably way back here, where you can take up this turret, this kind of tower here, snipe down at all three power weapons here, which is, you know, pretty major. Yeah. I'll probably make the shotgun. For some reason I made the shotgun phased. I think just because I was trying to get it to stick there. But I'll make it normal so you can kind of blow that around with grenades. That's, you know, that'll be a nice little strategy for you to be able to do. I'm definitely worried a little bit with the asymmetry over, like, you know, you can't really cover the grenades over here as red with the sniper. Obviously you can cover the shotgun and the rocket, and you arguably have a stronger position with the sniper considering how covered you are here compared to over there. But yeah, I mean, I think that's okay. That's alright. You obviously can make some questionable decisions if you'd like, and try to send the vehicles directly into the man cannons, which, you know, wouldn't necessarily recommend, but certainly fun. So you can do that. Yeah, I think there's a lot of variety to how you can interact with this map, though. Lots of fun areas to mess around with. You can go straight up those in the Ghost, which is fun. I don't believe you can go straight up those with the Warthog. Oh, no, I guess you can. But there isn't really too much benefit to that. Yeah, you just go so slowly on them. Obviously, you could get a Warthog chain gun up there, but with the prevalence of explosive weaponry on the map, I don't think that that's a particularly strong strategy, just more of a fun, silly thing you can do, you know? Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. You can take the Warthog into some of the more goofy areas on the map, obviously. You can take this up this way, and then over here. So you can take that up there. It's notable that that's one of a couple of ways to get the Warthog up high, if you'd really want it up there. You can also go this way. It's a little bit challenging, obviously, from this angle. It's a lot easier if you're going from the other angle. But you just go this way, and then up here. And now you have the Warthog in the high ground, which is, again, kind of cute, with the chain gun and everything. Just running around doing silly stuff. Obviously, the other way, you can go up and down this ramp. That's definitely a thing that you can do. But yeah, I don't know. I think the layout here is pretty fun. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. I'm sure I'll probably put like some assault rifles or magnums throughout the map just to give a little bit more stuff going on in the map, but I'm not completely sold on this grenade launcher position. It could be over here. Well, that does make it really fast to get from red side. So I don't know how much I like. Rocket launcher you can get to from blue a little bit faster than you can get to from red. But I feel as though red has just like a lot of really good overlook over that location, you know? And blue does too, but you know, I think that you have a lot of like, kind of nice, safe areas to shoot down at the rocket. Blue's base, in general, I don't think is as strong as red's in terms of, like, you get this higher ground, right? And you can kind of traverse over this way and shoot that way. As opposed to blues, which, you know, you got this. It's not amazing cover. You can't really back up to cover yourself from everything. But, I mean, the flip side is you have this nice ramp over here, and you can just sit back here and snipe away, and grenades aren't really going to kill you back here. You can just go into the building and do whatever. You can, again, traverse up this way. And then you do have the man cannon, like I said, to just kind of break out and push a little bit further if you're way back there. You do have a lot of cover from that side of the map with some of these larger objects, which is very intentional just to break up sight lines. And I've tried to make it so no matter where you're standing, you don't always have a full command over the whole map. The closest you really have is, like, again, you could say, like, over here you're kind of commanding the mid, but you can't really see into either base. If you're over here, you can shoot into some angles of red base. Same if you're over here, you can shoot into some angles of red base. This is probably the best angle you have for firing directly into red base, but then obviously red can go this way, and depending upon if I leave these shield doors up or not, if it's like a Slayer game type, I'll probably disable them, but I'm still debating on that. And obviously, again, that's a pretty strong spot right there. Which is why I did consider blocking off this a little bit, so that way you could only shoot from this side, and it would be a little bit harder to shoot this way and this way at the same time. But I mean, blue kind of has the same situation over here, where, like, if you're right about here-ish, I mean, you can just cover all of blue base here, and they're obviously going to start spawning other locations. So, you know, we'll see. It is definitely intended to be a bit more of a silly vehicle map, and less of a super serious competitive map. It's possible we could tweak the weapon spawns to kind of facilitate that. Maybe less DMRs and needle rifles and that kind of stuff. We could just tweak that. around.
Round over.
Yeah, in general, I think that this map is a lot of fun. Kind of tentatively calling it Tyrant Rave, but I could just call it Earth City, but not, or whatever, because Earth City is the name of a map that I made in Halo 3 a very long time ago that was a lot of fun, and it was a goofy vehicle map. Had Gauss Warthog on it and everything, and it was in Foundry. Very, very tight map with not a lot of room to maneuver, but just enough room where you could kind of send a Warthog around on fun ramps. And it had kind of similar verticality and layout to this kind of map, so yeah, I mean, this is pretty much cut from the exact same cloth. I'll try to work on some of the Z fighting stuff, which, I mean, that's just standard with the way that Forge works, unfortunately. But in general, I think this layout is really fun. I think it's really interesting. I think there's a lot of fun stuff that can occur on it. And in general, I'm looking forward to playing on it. So yeah, I mean, here we are. Tyrant Rave, maybe. Or just another Earth City. You know, something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of fun vehicle mayhem that could happen on this map. Definitely excited to see how it plays out. So, yeah, see you all next time. Maybe I'll stream this if I get enough people to be interested in playing this. We'll see.